Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive content for groups such as Twice, 17, Red Velvet, Blackpink, NCT, Super M, Shiny, AT, Stray Kids, and so much more, along with K-dramas, concerts, and other variety shows. Hey guys, Angie here. Today we have Got the Beat, hello. Got the Beat, Stamp on It, Stomp on It, Stomp on It. I guess I'm looking forward to it. I always felt like this unit wasn't it for me. Like, I'm not a fan of this unit very much. I feel like how other people felt with Super M. Whereas I thought Super M was at least a little more, like, it made more sense. I feel like because this is the second version of Super M, it feels forced. I also just think, I don't know, but I'm kind of jumping ahead because I also just didn't love, I felt like, okay, so Super M is definitely money, you know, like they're just doing it for money because they know it's gonna work. But the music made sense for the group. I feel like Got the Beat doesn't suit this group of girls. Like, the music they're going for doesn't suit them. I feel like they should be a little more bright, a little more vocal. That's why I didn't really love their last song, because it didn't suit, especially who they have. Like, they have Wendy and like Taeyeon and Sogi. Like, I feel like this music doesn't make sense for who they have, because with Super M, I feel like the guy groups in SM have a similar sound and have all done that type of music. I feel like Got the Beat just sounds like the newer generation, and I felt like it would be better if they just combined and made a middle ground. It feels like it's just kind of aespa and like the Velvet version of Red Velvet, but I would wish for more of like early Girls' Generation, early Red Velvet, like something brighter. I feel like that'd be way better, and something heavily vocal. But hey, this title and the outfits definitely look like it's just gonna be a dark song. I made it pretty clear that I'm kind of just tired of dark music, so I am biased against everything that's going on, but I did not like their old song. I just forgot about it. It was forgettable. I forgot this even happened. I forget who's even in this group. I think it's Wendy. God, what's her name? Boa? Wendy, Boa, Sogi, and Karina. Wendy? Okay, Boa, Taeyeon, Wendy, Sogi, Karina, and then who else? I'm blanking so hard. I don't know, I think the other two are members of aespa, so it's Karina, whatever. But let's just hop into the video. Boa, Taeyeon, Wendy, Sogi, Karina. There's should I even post this reaction? Ugh. I don't like it. We're waiting. We're gonna go through the whole song. It's only 30 seconds in, but that dun 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 dun, it's just triggering my ears. Like, it's not a fan. This is what I don't like about a lot of aespa's title tracks. Let me clarify, title tracks, because I do like their B-sides. Also, this is not just, I'm saying aespa just because aespa's in this. I feel like this is definitely an aespa song that they're just making for them. I know other groups do it. I don't like Maniac by Stray Kids. I don't like Sticker. I don't like a lot of songs. I'm not saying it's only aespa. It's a lot of groups do it, even groups I like. I feel like people, oh, Hyun's here, okay. Okay, of course. Okay, chorus is hitting. I'm gonna send Sabrina. Is that, like, not stolen, but, like, is that... It's from another song. Baby, baby, baby. Queen. There are parts of it that I like. Ooh, I do not like Taeyong with those things. God, can we just all admit Wendy's killing this? Visually. Like her hair. My queen has to always take the spotlight and be like, focus on me. If you know, Suki, one of my favorite female artists. For one, who's doing this Shake It Apart? Is this something, is it like Mark or something? It's clearly, it has to be a male artist from SM. That voice is so familiar. They're just recycling. It's so frustrating because there's elements of the song I like, but it's clearly just recycling things they've done before. Why are we announcing the breakdown? Is this... What is they're just recycling I Got a Boy and Next Level? Why are we... I just want SM to do more, and it's annoying me because it's always their female artists that they kind of, personally to me, just not ruin, but like they just always... No, because they do it with NCT, but like it's NCT and like aespa, and like they find one thing that worked, that blew up, and just stick with it and then recycle it. Like NCT, because they do it like in general with like how they formed Super Junior M, but then they did XOM, and then they did Wavy, like just doing a Chinese unit all the time, like recycled that until it finally worked and then discard it. And then they do it where they have I Got a Boy. I Got a Boy did so well that I guess they waited for aespa. They did it with aespa, and then they're like, oh, that works, let's do it here. And they do that with like, I feel like they experimented with NCT's music a lot, and then made aespa kind of the girl version musically, clearly different otherwise. And it worked, because it worked with NCT. They are like, okay, well, let's do it with aespa. aespa, they just used NCT and Girls' Generation's I Got a Boy and just like mixed it. I feel like they're SM, or they pioneer sound, but then they hammer it in your head so much that it makes a lot of people not like the sound. Or it is me. But like they'll do it until you get bored of it, and it's very annoying because I just want them to be like, okay, this worked, we can do it for one more comeback, but let's do something else after. No, they just want to keep doing it. They just keep doing it, and it's boring. See, I love this bridge. I just want the bridge in a different song. And I like the chorus, but only like, okay, Queen, let's go. Oh, I was about to be like, oh, there's no rapping though. Oh, I hate it so much. It's literally just scratching in my ear. It reminds me a bit of a, what's the song? It's an NCT song. Where just like, it's literally just sounds like scratching at metal. Like that's not even, at least the, like the repetitive beats in other songs, they're not annoying in and of itself. It's just annoying because it's repetitive. This is like, does anyone, even if you like the song, do you like this part? It just sounds like tires shrieking on the ground, which I guess maybe is the point. The rap didn't, I feel like the raps weren't bad, they just didn't make sense with that part. it didn't sound good on the instrumental. Wow, Wendy looks so good. Silky and curly hair is very rare. I love these outfits though. Wow, they all look amazing. I'll post the video. I'll just expect people to hate me. Cause I don't hate the song. Yeah, I love this part so much. One, it's way too long. I think that's it. I wish they... Okay, here's how to make the song good for my ears. I feel like this is a really popular song, and I feel like people are gonna love it. Okay, well, to be fair, there's not that many views. I feel like this group doesn't work very well, because I feel like okay, so with Super M, the members made sense together, because Kai and Baekhyun were always more R&B. Listen to their solo music. It doesn't feel like they're forced to do a sound that doesn't work for them. Mark and Taehyung, rappers, made sense. I feel like the outlier to me is probably 10, but 10 is a good counterpart, so it made sense. Lucas made sense. His voice matched well with everyone as well. A lot of people can argue on whether he deserved to be in the group, but he at least meshed well. And then Taemin, he does like R&B. Like, everyone in that group feels like they're kind of, their synergy makes sense. Their physical features worked well together. It felt like an actual group. And whether you like the concept, liked who was in it, if you wanted your favorite member in it, I think most can agree it worked out and they at least sounded good together. They sound good together because they're all good, but their voices, just to me, it doesn't make, like, I cannot see Taeyeon in the same group as Karina. I cannot, for the life of me, see Wendy as in the same group as Hyeon. Like, it just doesn't physically, vocally, none of it makes sense. They don't make sense as a group. If I was going to make a girl group in SM, I would have Yuri, Ningning, Joy, I guess Taeyeon could go there, but I can also kind of see, I don't know who from Girls' Generation is in SM anymore. I don't remember. We're just gonna say Taeyeon, because Taeyeon could work here. So, like, Yuri, Joy, Ningning, Taeyeon. They don't have many girl groups. I think that's also the issue. SM only has, like, we can't have FX. Like, FX isn't gonna work, right? They're not even in SM anymore. That's their issue. They don't have enough option. And their girl groups are small. Only Girls' Generation. Because, like, NCT has a million members. You have so many to pick from. And then, surprisingly, no one is Super Juniors in Super M, but that could have been an option. And then SHINee has 5. Well, SHINee has 4 to choose from, but there are 5 in my heart, in the world. And then you had SHINee. EXO has 9, 8. Like, there's way more option. So it's a detriment to this group because there's only 4, 5, 8. And not even 8, because you only get to really pick from, like, 4 of them. Because there are only 4 of them. Like, this would have never worked out. They should have just waited until it naturally made sense. So it's hard for me to like this group when it just feels like they just had to kind of pick out of, like, a very select few. Literally, all girl groups in SM added up, who are allowed in SM, like, who are, like, 4, I think it's 4 of Girls' Generation, 5, 4. That's only, and then Boa was a solo artist. So it's 4, that's 9, 9 plus 4. They're basically, all girls in SM are the members of 17. They could have just made a girl group and named them 13. So I just feel like their vocals and then I really just dislike the idea of aespa being in this, not because I don't like them, but because this group was made when they weren't even like, what, a year old? Like it feels too soon. And not because I don't want them in it, just because, one, I feel like that's way too much at once for these girls. They barely even have music out. And you're already putting them in another group when they have to connect in their chemistry with their own group should matter first. So it's already icky because of that. Like, at least with Lucas, one could say that for Lucas, but Lucas was at least with, like, he trained with NCT, and then he was with NCT for a while, and then Wavy happened, so it wasn't like he was new to the concept of recording and working with the group and everything. Like, he already had chemistry with his members because he trained with 10 and all of them. Like, he was already established. He just didn't really get to work with Wavy for a while, but it made sense because at least he was with 10 and Taeyong and Mark, so it wasn't really like that weird. Anyways, we're rambling. My issue with Got to Be will always be also the name is trash. This is like the worst group name I've ever seen in my life, and you're already setting them up for failure. Super M looks like sperm. Also, I'm not like a Super M stan. I don't love Super M. I like every member in Super M, so I already have a bias towards it. Because I don't stan aespa and I don't know Boa that well. So it's already kind of, I'm always going to be more biased to Super M because of that, but I've always made that clear. And I already had an issue with Super M in some ways. Like, I've never just outright supported Super M. I always felt like it always feels like a cash grab, because it is. But it was a cash grab that at least worked. Everything in K-pop's a cash grab. You know what I mean? So you got to take what you get, but it felt a little more natural. It felt a little better. This one just feels also like the fact that it took a year. I don't know. So my issue with the song is just the sound, and the rap was terrible. The rap was terrible because the raps themselves were fine. They're fine. But on that instrumental, with the instrumental so much higher than their rapping, just felt ridiculous. And after A Beautiful Bridge, I just kind of wish they cut the rap out, and then the song would be 10 times better to me, because it's too long of a song. And then the rap that was there just felt like it was forced. But that's just my opinion. I think Hyun looked great. I think Wendy was the star to me. Sogi with the curly hair, my goodness, queen. I don't know when Boa was singing. I'm very new to Boa. I should check out Boa's stuff. But I'm sure she was great. I don't remember who the other member from aespa's in here. Is it Karina Winter? I don't know. Oh no, was it Giselle? Regardless, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.